So I finally got my hands on the Kling 3.0 model, and honestly, wow.
With Kling 3.0's multi-shot direction, sequences flow seamlessly from one shot to the next, no lost continuity. Whether it's raw emotion or explosive action, everything stays coherent, giving your story that cinematic flow from start to finish. Rather than getting stuck on labels, I ran my own test inside Higgsfield using Kling 3.0. This is the result.
This isn't right. Hey, any progress on that?
All right, in Higgsfield, go to video, and you'll see Kling right here. That's the model we're using.
So yeah, this one's pretty simple. I only used one image and one element for this, and it's generated using the Kling 3.0. Let me show you. Now with Kling 3.0 Omni, you can actually assign those elements per shot, which gives you more control over how each part of the scene behaves. I'm using the multi-shot feature here, mainly to get that dynamic transition, especially how the second character enters the frame. And if you want to extend the scene, you can always add more shots, depending on how you want the sequence to play out. You can also play with the duration here. It goes up to a maximum of 15 seconds. Okay, for my prompt, I just keep it simple. First shot. The girl in the lab coat is working and says, "This isn't right." Second shot. I add a new character as an element. She enters, leans in next to her, and asks, "Hey, any progress on that?" And that's enough to get a clean, multi-shot sequence.
This isn't right. Hey, any progress on that?
If you're someone who likes testing and iterating a lot, Higgsfield does offer unlimited Kling 3.0 on certain plans. I've linked everything below if you want to look into it. I also tested the Kling 3.0 model using a start and end frame. With a simple prompt, it transitions cleanly between frames, while still supporting multi-shot, native audio, and up to 15 seconds of duration. Very similar to Omni in terms of features. Same options. We have elements, shows the same pop-up. Duration, still 15 seconds max. You'll see a few options here. Kling 3.0 Omni, Omni Edit, and the standard Kling 3.0 that I'm using right now. Higgsfield recently updated the UI, so all the featured models are much easier to access, which really speeds things up. You'll notice the same multi-shot and element options in Kling 3.0. The second frame is disabled here, but you can still add more shots to shape the scene. I checked Kling out of curiosity, and yeah, it's pretty similar. Of course, when it comes to models here, we're only working with Kling models, and Kling 3.0 definitely stands out as the newer one. One noticeable difference is that when you create elements, you can assign a voice to them. So here you get 3 daily free uses for multi-shot character generation, which helps a lot when you want consistency across different angles and shots. In my case, I'm letting the model generate the character for me, since I don't have existing images from multiple angles. I just added the character details instead, and that's enough to keep the character consistent across the scene. What I find really interesting is that you can also assign a voice to the character. That way, you don't have to worry about voice consistency or stitching audio later. It stays consistent throughout the entire scene. Okay, so now that the element is completed, the process is actually very similar in Higgsfield. The main difference with Kling 3.0 is that you can bind elements in this bar here, which helps maintain character consistency throughout the scene. Multishot is still available, so you can build out your sequence the same way. The difference is that elements are managed in one central area instead of being assigned per shot. From here, you can add more shots, adjust the duration, enable or disable audio, and even add more elements if you want, depending on how complex you want the scene to be. Okay, so let's do a quick experiment. I set this up as a 3-shot sequence. The first shot focuses on emotion and dialogue, the second shot transitions her out of the space, and the third shot closes the scene with a wider cinematic exit. Same setup again. Dialogue, walking out, cinematic exit. Let's see.
Oh my gosh, this is exhausting.
Okay, so we didn't fully achieve all the shots here, and that's because I only gave 3 seconds per shot, which is a bit too short for the kind of action I was asking for. And that's totally fine. This was just a test, and we can always redo it or adjust the timing. What matters is that it did successfully capture the first shot. The emotion came through, the delivery landed, so this wasn't a wasted generation at all. And yeah, the voice I assigned? Nailed it.
Oh my gosh, this is exhausting.
Now I'm using Kling 3.0 Omni. 1 image with character 2 elements. This prompt looks long because it was assisted with AI. First shot. A close, over-the-shoulder handheld shot where the tension is all in her breathing and expression. No dialogue, just discomfort. I think we achieved that. Second shot whip pans to Sam in a close handheld frame and quietly asks, "So you're still meeting him?"
So you're still meeting him?
Third shot whips back to a 2-shot and holds. No dialogue, just silence.
You can see how powerful this model is. The multi-shot consistency is insane. These are just my initial tests, and I really want to push it further because honestly, it's pretty mind-blowing. If you want to try Kling 3.0 yourself, Higgsfield currently has free access, and there's also a big discount on the unlimited plans if you want to go all in. I'll leave all the links below. If this helped you understand how Kling 3.0 really works in practice, feel free to like the video or subscribe. I'll be sharing more real workflows, not just model updates.